Hello students, Class 8 AP Biology Chapter 2 Part 2. Number 3, answer in detail. Describe the process of formation of fruits and seeds. After fertilization has taken place in a flower, a zygote is formed which divides and grows into an embryo. The ovule changes into a seed and its wall forms the seed coat. The ovary develops into the fruit. The sepals, petals, stem and stigma, style and other parts of the flower wither off after fertilization. 4. Describe the structure and function of male reproductive organs in human beings. The male reproductive system consists of the following organs: testes. A pair of testes are located outside the abdominal cavity in a sac-like structure called scrotum. Testes not only produce sperm but also secrete the male sex hormone called testosterone. A duct known as sperm duct arises from each testis. Urethra. It is a tube-like structure which passes through the penis and also receives a duct from the urinary bladder, which serves a common passage for both sperms and urine. Penis. It is a muscular and cylindrical copulatory organ richly supplied with blood vessels. The penis is used for passing out urine and also for ejaculation of sperms. Accessory glands. They include seminal vesicles, prostate gland and corpus gland, which helps in providing nutrition to the sperms, medium for transport of sperms and also acts as a lubricant. The diagram you will draw from your book, page number 30, figure 2.21. Number 5. Describe the structure and function of female reproductive organs in human beings. The female reproductive system consists of the following organs: ovaries. These are two almond-sized, oval-shaped small structures that lie in the abdominal cavity. Ovaries produce ova and secrete female sex hormones, namely estrogen and progesterone. Oviduct. Oviducts are two muscular tubes which join the ovaries with the uterus. They also carry ovum from the ovary. Uterus. It is a hollow pear-shaped organ which is connected to the fallopian tube of both sides. The development of fertilized egg and fetus takes place here. Cervix. The lower part of the uterus is called cervix. It facilitates the passage of sperm into the uterine cavity. Vagina. The cervix opens into a muscular tube called vagina. It receives the sperms and serves as a birth passage for the delivery of child. Diagram of female reproductive system you will draw from page 31, figure 2.23. Next is the differentiation between the following. Number 1, binary fission and multiple fission. Under binary fission, two new individuals are formed from one old individual at one time. Many new individuals are formed from one old individual at one time. There is no cyst formation under binary fission. Under multiple, the parent cell forms a cyst to protect the daughter nuclei, which is broken when the favorable conditions return. Binary fission is common in Amoeba, Paramecium, etc. Multiple fission is common in Chlorella, Chlamydomonas, etc. Fragmentation and spore formation. Fragmentation is a method in which an organism breaks up into two or more parts called fragments. Spore formation is a method in which reproduction takes place by formation of rounded or oval structure called spore sacs. The fragments grow into new individual. The cytoplasm inside the spore sac divides into spherical bodies called spores, which germinate into new individual. Fragmentation is common in lower plants like Spirogyra. Spore formation is common in lower plants like bread molds and ferns. Number 3. Cutting and layering. Cutting is a method in which a part of the stem with the bud is cut from the main plant and placed in moist soil. Layering is a method in which one of the lower branches of the main plant is bent down such that it touches the soil. Cutting can be accomplished by using branches, leaves and roots. Layering is performed on only branches of the plant. Plants grown by stem cutting are rose, champa, etc. Layering is generally used in plants like rose, lemon, etc. Complete flowers and incomplete flowers. The flowers with their four principal parts like sepal, petals, pistil and stamen are known as complete flowers. The flowers that do not possess all the four principal parts is known as an incomplete flowers. An example of a complete flower is rose. An example of an incomplete flower is begonia. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. The pollen grains from a flower are carried to the stigma of the same flower or on the other flower of the same plant. The pollen grains from a flower are carried to the stigma of the flower on other plants under cross-pollination. Under self-pollination, such flowers do not need any pollinating agents. Under cross-pollination, such flowers need pollinating agents. So, here we have finished at length section of chapter 2. Thank you.